It was the fall of 1962. A senior walking down the hallway at North Wilkes High School stopped by a teacher. The young man asked to step into the office. Rex Barker then shared the news of a new curriculum at NC State that he thought the young man should consider. The young man said he'd never thought about going to NC State. The next week, Rex Barker loaded that senior into the car and took him to Raleigh, took him on a tour. 4 years later, the young man graduated. He says that decision would not have happened without Rex Barker. Born into a farm family, raised by a farm family, focused on training the next generation.
Rex was always willing to reach out and touch people, always concerned, great interest in his church, wonderful family.
He raised 3 young boys. His wife, he lost her early on in my career knowing Rex, and his influence throughout Wilkes County, I don't think you can measure it.
I think he left a great impact that a lot of kids now come back and say, thank you for what you did for me. It wasn't all about just educating me, it's about life.
Being the 13th child, you'd have thought he'd have just been a spoiled child. But I never did see that at all in Rex. Brought up in a little mountain community, farming and that type of work, you know, and that big a family, it took a pretty good amount of farming to keep a family afloat.
I think he was a great leader with being a commissioner and doing all the things he's done, principal and soil and water, to guide people in the right direction. And he's had an impact on what he's taught farmers about different ways to do agriculture.
Excellent church worker. That's mainly where I got to know Rex as well as I did, was through the church. He was a Sunday school teacher, he's Sunday school superintendent, he's a deacon of our church, and many roles, trustee, you know, many roles of our church Rex has served, and been an excellent leader, and shows his faith. You know without a doubt where he's coming from, and that he loves the Lord and willing to see that things, you know, to carry out the mission that God has laid out for us.
Rex led by example. Wherever he went in, he got your attention, whether he said anything or not.
When he was county commissioner, that was during the time that the planning of the new courthouse here in Wilkes County was built. The landfill, for instance, was, I think, during Rex's time of service with the county. But it gave him a great opportunity to use his education and his upbringing.
Knowing him and being with him through the years, he is a great hero for me and this county.
I think what he did in Wilkes County and for Wilkes County and continues to do will be immeasurable over the years.
When you work hard and give it your all, you get asked to do a lot of things, like serve on the county commission, like repair desks at the schools where he served, like volunteering for church and community projects. 2 decades almost leading Wilkes County soil and water work, like installing the first football field at North High. A teacher, a principal, a leader, a hard worker. For his service to Wilkes County, we welcome Glenn Rex Barker into the Wilkes County Hall of Fame.
That's a hard act to follow. But I do thank Mr. Stone, the Board of Directors, Morgan Mathis, and all associated with the Wilkes County Hall of Fame. It is my great honor, and I am totally humbled to receive this recognition. I thank my good Lord for all his love and kindness, mercy and grace, enabling me to be here tonight. I did not earn this honor all alone. I will name a few people who helped me along the way. My late parents, the Reverend Benjamin Harrison Barker, and Bertha Angeline Pruitt Barker, and my 6 brothers and 6 sisters. I was the last one, 7th son, 13th child. That's pretty lucky. My late wife, Nancy, and my 3 sons, Jeffrey, Eric and wife, Julie, Craig and wife, Donna, our grandsons, Jake and wife, Jessica, Presley, Luke, and great-grandson, Benjamin, and my fiancée and close friend, Faye Hutchison. Benham Baptist Church. My good friends, Ronald Bertram, Charles Wooten, and Claude Shue Jr. for their interviews in the video we just witnessed here tonight. The Wilkes County Schools personnel, students, and parents, and that covers 38 years I was in the school system. My fellow Wilkes County commissioners, the Wilkes County Solid Water Conservation District Board of Supervisors, and many others, too many to be named here tonight. There are 4 events during my 42 years in education and public life I will always remember and cherish. Number 1, my induction into the North Wilkes High School Hall of Fame. The dedication of the East Wilkes High School yearbook to me by the students near the end of my first year as principal in 1985. And of course, my induction into the Wilkes County Hall of Fame here tonight. And this number 4, during the Vietnam War, 3 former North High students lost their lives. Johnny Osborne, Richard Hall, and Wake Miles. Charles and Wake were my former students. Shortly before being deployed to Vietnam, Richard visited me and other teachers at North High. I will never forget how proud he was wearing his Marine uniform. In those days, teachers of agriculture were expected to make home visits with their students. During such visits, I became acquainted with Wake's parents. And upon his death, I visited his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Garney Smiles, and they asked me to be a pallbearer for Wake's funeral. I honored their request. What greater honor could one school teacher experience? I might add this. I'm pleased to share the evening with 3 school system colleagues, Mrs. Brenda Dobbins, Mr. Marslau, and Mr. Steve Whittington, and my attorney, Mr. John Willardson. Again, thanks again to everyone.